Hey everyone! Welcome back to this episode of Inside the Jacket. If you remember from our first series of Inside the Jacket, we discussed what a supervised agriculture experience, or an SAE project, is. This time, we are going to discuss how we keep track of that supervised agricultural experience using an online platform known as the Agriculture Experience Tracker, or the AET. This video will be in two parts to discuss all of the basics of how to use the Agriculture Experience Tracker. So, buckle your seatbelts as we go on a quick tour of the AET website. To start off this tour, we are going to navigate to the Agriculture Experience Tracker website. So pull up your favorite browser and type in the AET. We'll select the Agriculture Experience Tracker. And once we get to that website, we will now be seeing the home page of the Agriculture Experience Tracker. In order to log in, we're going to click the Login button at the top right-hand corner. And then we will type in our Pennsylvania FFA chapter ID, which our advisor will give to us, as well as our username and password, which will then bring us to our dashboard of the Agriculture Experience Tracker, which will look something like this. Now that we are all logged in to our Agriculture Experience Tracker site, we will see that on our dashboard there are four main tabs that we can click on in order to keep our SAE records. We are going to dive into the Profile tab. So first, we need to update all of our information. So if we click on the gears on the Profile page, it will bring us to a page that looks like this, where we can update all of our personal and demographic information. The main goal is that we want both of these numbers here to read 100% complete, because all of this information that we put in will be directly translated into our award and degree applications later on in our FFA careers. So it's important to get it set up right the first time. If we want to go back, we can click on the Profile tab at the top of the page. We can record our current class schedule and what agriculture education courses we are taking. We can also record any resume information that we would like. So this can include past FFA degrees that we have earned, awards and competition success from career development events, leadership development events, maybe something from our local county fair, or even some sort of school or academic award, as you can see here, which makes it a lot easier when we are applying for awards and degrees to get all of our academic and award information in one place. Also from the Profile tab, we can record things like our FFA office positions, committee positions, any leadership experiences, as well as our future career goals. But the most important is this little icon here with the Project Experience Manager. At this time, we are going to click on and explore the Project or Experience Manager. This is where we will input all of our basic information for each of our supervised agricultural experiences. So as we can see here, I have many agricultural experiences entered, such as my sheep projects, my rabbit breeding projects, as well as some of my market animals and agri-science research projects. So I can turn those SAEs on or off depending on whether I am currently holding an SAE project in that particular area. I can also enter basic information about it so that I know, okay, this is my Monadale breeding SAE project that I started in 2017, and it primarily focuses on sheep entrepreneurship. The pencil icon that we see is our SAE plan, and that is important to fill out because it goes to a lot of our award or degree applications, where basically we give descriptions, the amount of time that we're going to spend, the amount of money we're going to spend, as well as some things that we hope to learn or have already learned through that supervised agriculture experience. We can also keep a budget for the year and see at the end of the year how much money we actually had coming in and how much money we actually spent in our expenses at the end of the year to see how we fared out that year. It keeps track of how many financial entries as well as how many journal entries we have throughout the year, any photos that we added to that supervised agriculture experience, as well as a current value of our project. In addition, something that is really important we fill out at the end of every year is the annual review. On the annual review, we can put in how many animals or hours or whatever the scope of our project may be. We can put that in the numeric quantity. And then in the description, this is your opportunity to explain why you increased your scope or why your scope decreased, as well as anything that you learned or maybe something that you would like to get better at in the next year of your SAE project. We can also keep track of all of our capital items or some of those items in our inventory that last longer than just a year or two, and we can find all of the information about those capital items on that page. So our project or experience manager that we can find on our profile tab is extremely important in order for us to set up our supervised agriculture experience. If we don't set up a project or experience manager, we can't keep records on our supervised agriculture experience. I'm going to focus on the second major tab on the Agriculture Experience Tracker website, which is the Journal tab. When we click on the Journal tab, we can see that we can go back to our project or experience manager. We can also see any past journal entries that we have previously entered. And then we have all of these options of activities that we may be doing throughout our time in agriculture education or the FFA that we can keep track of. And as you can see, we can keep track of things that we are doing in the classroom, on committees, in community service, in FFA leadership experiences, in our competitions, as well as anything else in the FFA. But the most important journal entry for us with our SAE projects is time in your AET projects or experiences. So we're going to click on that and explain how to actually start a journal entry. So we record the date of our journal entry. We're going to choose a project, which I'm going to use market land finishing. We will get skill areas that pop up based on our type of project. So with mine being a market land project, I'm going to look for animal systems. And then let's say that I'm walking and exercising my lamb. So we're going to demonstrate animal welfare by doing proper exercises with our animals. And once we are back to that page, let's say this week I spent 1 hour walking my lamb. And in the description section, I'm just going to give some brief details about what I did with my supervised agriculture experience that week. We have the option to add pictures, as well as if our ag teacher supervised that position, we can also have our ag teacher included in on that journal entry. So normally I would save that journal entry in order for it to go to all of my journal entries that I want to keep. And then we can just go back to the journal entry screen. We can choose to enter more journal entries, or we can go back to any other part of the agriculture experience tracker. It's important that we are entering journal entries every time we do something significant within our supervised agricultural experiences, so that not only are we telling a story with our SAE project, but we're also able to keep track of all of the activities, hours, as well as money that we have put into that project. Now that we've learned about the profile as well as the journal tab of the Agriculture Experience Tracker, we have reached the end of our journey for the Agriculture Experience Tracker Part 1 video. So if you want to learn more about the other 2 tabs that we're going to explore, the Finances as well as the Report tab, and how to learn some more basic information about how to use the AET or Agriculture Experience Tracker, check back for AET Part 2.